As a standard-setting body, the faculty's published good practice guidelines and other publications are now well accepted in primary care matters here and abroad and provide essential ready information for busy practitioners. Research carried out in practice by everyday practitioners was a founding cornerstone of this faculty. The FGDP Research Committee now has reciprocal representation on both the FDS and Royal College's research committees. Commissioned by the GDC in August 2011, the faculty conducted a literature review on the impact of CPD in dentistry. We collaborate with numerous bodies to promote and carry out research, and our research agenda is certainly expanding rapidly. The dental care professionals, commonly known DCPs, research days are becoming a regular part of the calendar. The last one in December 2000 was the third biggest and the best to date, judging by the numbers attending and the feedback received. I'm sorry, I've had a very difficult board meeting all day. That's my excuse. So if I look a bit tired, you understand why my board members did to me today. This brings me nicely to the subject of the rest of the team, the DCPs. When the GDC decided to register all dental care professionals involved in the team, as the faculty upholds the belief that general practice is very much about teamwork, the faculty changed its name from the Faculty of General Dental Practitioners to the Faculty of General Dental Practice in 2005 and offered membership to registered DCPs. Initially, an advisory board of DCPs was set up with an appointed representatives. This was subsequently elevated to a committee with elected representatives. During our negotiations with the college, we obtained the green light from the then President John Black of the possibility in principle of forming a separate Faculty of Dental Care Professionals. This would be a major step forward for the profession. The question is, how soon would the DCPs as a group feel ready to take up this challenge, confident that we are always ready to support them with our knowledge and experience? In my considered opinion, the sooner such a faculty of DCPs is formed, the better, so that these professionals can determine their own futures and set an agenda. A strong DCP faculty can stand side by side the FGDP and the FDS to provide a meaningful voice, common voice for dentistry from this college that the public can listen to. Fragmentation, as I've already suggested, is neither good for the profession nor in the end for the public. Another major gift that this faculty has bestowed on everyday GDPs is the sense of pride and status by the introduction of a career pathway, a professional development framework. We all learn at different speeds, in different ways, and different times. This flexible, appropriate, accredited learning provides an arrangement for dental professionals to accumulate the activities towards the award of a fellowship assessed using the dentist's portfolio of evidence. It is the highest accolade of the faculty. However, over the years, since we first introduced the fellowship, the faculty has recognized the need for differing routes to accommodate the evolving needs of members. It recognized, as with all modern educational arrangements, that credits can be obtained through taught programs and from experience. For dental care, they can be either clinical or non-clinical. It is not just the highest standards of a particular treatment, but the wider qualities of care and how it is organized that influences success. I can announce today that from the 1st of April 2012, the coming April, members will be able to start on a new unified fellowship, bringing together the various routes that have evolved over time into one FGDP UK professional development pathway. This new progression will better reflect the diverse needs of our members and the rapidly changing landscape of dental practice. This will enable those young practitioners who complete their MJDF diplomas to continue and have their lifelong development recognized, and when the standards are reached, become proud fellows of this faculty. The new fellowship will retain the strength of the current system, including assessment by portfolio and a peer review discussion. It provides greater flexibility for the applicants. It recognizes both the breadth and the depth of candidates' achievements in the diverse areas of dentistry. It assesses clinical, education, research, professionalism, leadership, and management domains in line with the evolving framework developed by external bodies elsewhere in healthcare. The current career pathway will exist alongside this professional development pathway until March 2014, so as not to disadvantage people who already may have started along that path. One of the greatest and most testing challenges facing us in the next 20 years is how we appeal to and engage with the young dentists to make them see why we matter as a faculty. It is not something that is unique to this faculty, but faced by most other professional bodies. The younger generation face a far more uncertain future than perhaps mine did. They will live in a very competitive environment, and many are financially burdened. They may see their professional independence being curtailed by increased regulation, while at the same time have to deal with raised expectations from their patients. They may have to spend increasing amounts of time dealing with paperwork and bureaucracy caused by multiplying accountability at all levels. Professor Trudy Roberts, in the previous Malcolm Pendlebury lecture, eloquently talked of professionalism. The younger generations, he said, have a different work-life balance and ethic. Their attitude is quite different to ours. My father always told me that hard work was the key to success, whereas my daughters keep on reminding me that success is working smart, not hard, Dad. The young do not expect to stay in the same job for life. Add to this the fact that 10 years ago there was a perceived to be a shortage of dentists in the UK, and now perhaps the opposite is the case. The only way we can then work with the young dentists of today is to try and understand both them and the world they will inhabit. Since our inception, we have been the torchbearers for standards. The time has now come when it will be of equal significance how we support the young professionals. First, to achieve these standards, then to help to maintain them, and ultimately to enhance these standards. The role of the divisions in this could be vital and, I believe, of paramount importance. We must learn how to meet their needs so that with healthy minds and healthy bodies, these young professionals can in turn serve their patients with the joy, pride, and professionalism just as we have been able to do. Our generation has a moral responsibility to the next. We can make a start by listening to them. Could I suggest there may even be a case for reserving seats on our board for, say, a foundation dentist and one for a young dentist? I firmly believe that as an established body, we do not have to constantly look at what others are doing and react to it. We should have the courage of our convictions and a dedicated sense of direction to remain confident of the reasons why we exist and work towards that goal all the time, gaining strength and stature. All said, I know that this faculty has a brilliant future ahead. However, just don't take my word for it. At the revalidation conference in January 2011 in this very room, the Chief Dental Officer was notable in stressing and supporting the significant role of this faculty in any future revalidation measures. Well, you didn't think I was going to make such an address as this evening without mentioning revalidation, did you? More recently, when we hosted a large number of foundation dentists here, Professor Richard Ibbotson, Dean of the Edinburgh College, concluded his impressive and spellbinding presentation to them by saying, "The future is in general practice, primary care, but you will need additional skills." Enhanced skills would enable GDPs to provide a more comprehensive care to their patients. This is where the faculty's support is vital. The Dentists with a Special Interest concept, created in partnership with the Department of Health, has to date had a limited impact of care delivery in the primary care setting. The potential in the new world of commissioning, however, remains. It is also good to see that the work on the new dental contract pilots includes measures that will encompass quality, not simply quantity, something this faculty has always promoted. I know that the faculty will make great strides in the future. This year is not just our big anniversary, but even a bigger one for Her Majesty the Queen, who celebrates her Diamond Jubilee. While I hope and pray that she has a long reign, there is a lesson we can all learn from her. Even after 60 years of unstinting service to our subjects, she has declared that all she wants to do is carry on serving. What an example to us all. So in conclusion, I would like to say that with our willingness to serve, with a strong sense of purpose and a clarity of vision, this faculty will continue to grow and be more successful than those 20 years ago ever imagined. It will adapt to society's changing needs, but it never lose sight of its founding principles, and in particular that it is there to support the dental profession to ensure the highest standards of care for the public. Thank you for your kind and patient attention. Thank you.